Toyota Motor Company just unveiled their 2023 Toyota Corolla in Nashville, Tennessee yesterday, and they talked about the new features, the new styling in the front and rear end of the vehicle, and also talk about the powertrains, the added horsepowers and torque on their different trim levels, and the different EPA miles per gallon rating that some of their trim levels have. Today we're going to talk about the regular sedan and the hybrid version and touch on the hatchback also. So if you all don't mind, please subscribe to this channel for some awesome automotive industry news. All right, so I'm here on Toyota's new newsroom website, and they talk about the regular sedan. So first off, the regular sedan, they dropped the base L version, and now they just start at the LE version. So the regular sedan, their standard engine moves from the 1.8 to the 2.0 engine that is standard on the Toyota Corolla. And with the bigger engine, you get more horsepower and you get more torque. So you're right here, they're replacing the 139 horsepower 1.8 liter engine. The 2.0 offers 25 pounds more feet of torque over the previous 1.8 one. And the new horsepower is 169. So it moved from 139 horsepower to 169. And the torque is 25 pounds-feet more. And so that's something new on the Corolla for 2023. The other thing is that even though it's a bigger engine, more power, they're more fuel efficient, right? They have this 2.0 liter dynamic force engine that can achieve 40% thermal efficiency. And so with that, they're improving the economy ratings with 35 EPA combined MPG in the LE model versus the 33 miles per gallon combined on the 22 version. So that's 2 miles per gallon more on the new version than the old version. And so that's some things about the regular sedan. Now, I want to talk about the hybrid, because right here, Car and Driver has a great article. I'll link it down below. But they start talking about the hybrid version. And so one thing about their powertrain is that they added more horsepower and torque to the hybrid version also. But with that, you suffer at the pump a little bit more, between 5 and 7 miles per gallon. And we heard the CEO, Mr. Toyota, he said, hey, no more boring Toyota. So he wants to make Toyotas a more, fun driving experience for people. And it's crazy because back in the day, Corollas and, Civics and these cars, like the regular sedans, they're just regular cars just getting you point A to point B, right? But now these manufacturers, they're wanting to make them more fun, more torque, more zippy around town and things like that, which is fun. Yeah, they are fun to drive. But with that, you get different technologies that can break down more easily. You have just different ups and downs with those type of technology. But anyways, the hybrid version gets 13 extra horsepowers and a whopping 51 more pound-feet of torque than their 2022 hybrid models. Now let's talk about the pump. So the old version earned 52 miles per gallon combined between city and highway driving. The 23 version gets 47 miles per gallon combined, right? And so that's only for the front drive, right? So the hybrid version now has all-wheel drive. That's another big thing that a lot of people were looking for. So with the hybrid, you can get it with front-wheel drive, and you can also get it with all-wheel drive. And so the new all-wheel drive hybrid has even lower fuel economy figures, and you get 44 combined. And 44 combined is still very good, honestly, for all-wheel drive Corolla hybrid. And I think one of the comments that I was reading from people over just my research is that they think that Toyota is trying to just make the Prius like that vehicle for the best fuel economy, the most fuel efficient vehicle in their lineup, so it won't hurt the Prius sales with other things like that. And that's a possibility, but hey, 44 miles per gallon for all-wheel drive hybrid is still pretty dang good. The other thing about the hybrid is that they actually lowered the price for the base version. So now it starts at $1,250 cheaper than before, than their 22 version. And that's crazy because like with inflation and everything, I wonder how they were able to do that. With most manufacturers raising their prices, they were able to lower the price on one of their trim levels because the rest of the 23 Corolla lineup base prices rise as much as $2,315. So their other trim levels still rise a good amount. And so just looking at just the different prices, the hybrid starts at $1,250 less, which is less than the 23 hybrid Hyundai Elantra also. And so they have the LE, the SE, and the XLE, right? And so all-wheel drive is also available on LE and SE model for another $1,400. So that's the extra cost. And they have on the hybrid this new infrared edition. It's decent. It's nice looking for sure. Gets a nice little sporty look. But here are some of the prices. So the LE sedan starts at $22,645. So that's a $1,125 increase over the L, and they dropped the L. The SE now starts at $25,045. That's up $1,075. The hatchback version is up $1,800 at $24,060. XXC sedan now starts, which is up $375. You know, the price is $27,795. And the hatchback version is up $2,315 for the XSE hatchback version. And here is like just the spec build out. So this is just the 23 Corolla. And so if you change the model right here, you see they start at the LE, then you get the hybrid LE, then you have the SE, then you can get the hybrid SE, then you have the hybrid XLE, and then you have the XSE with the regular sedan. And so for example, if I pick hybrid LE, I could pick between an all-wheel drive and just the front wheel drive, right? And so you can toggle in between that. So what I would do is I would just build one right now. Let's say I get a mid trim for the hybrid SE, because I would get the hybrid, and I get all-wheel drive. And then from there, it starts at $26,600. And then what else would you want? If you want to pick a specific color, or it has LED lights on it, LED headlight with daytime running. What other features do they have? Just different features that they have here that you all can go on Toyota's website. I don't have to go through all of them. Mechanical performance. So these are the different drivetrains, powertrains, the 2.0 liter, which is on the regular version, and the 1.8 liter, which is on the hybrid version. And of course, you can get that with all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive right here. And then, yeah, so they have different things like this that you can make. They don't have the build configuration yet, but that's just some information about that. So let us go to actually the hatchback and just take a look at the new 2023 Corolla hatchback that I just want to highlight. And to me, honestly, I do prefer the Civic hatchback over the Corolla hatchback. I just think the Civics look better than Corollas, honestly. But it's so crazy that back in the day, you couldn't really, these smaller sedans were actually smaller sedans, right? Nowadays, the size of a current Civic or Corolla was the size of the Accords and Camrys back in the day, right? If you compare the size of a 1990 Honda Accord and compare the size of a 2022 Honda Civic, they're essentially the same size. And so I'm all like, I might as well get the smaller version because they're so spacious, right? And it's just crazy how much these cars have began to grow and get bigger and bigger. But yeah, so here's the hatchback, and you can change the model, pick your grade, and let's just stick with, if it could click it, it's not clicking it for some reason. I'm not sure why. Well, I guess they only have the 2.0 4-cylinder engine. So it's the same engine that you get in a regular sedan, but you just get the different styling with the hatchback, the cubic feet, and everything. Let's see if Toyota said anything different about the hatchback or what added things. Maybe just the design and everything. Heats up with major upgrades. So the main thing is the safety, the 8-inch screen that we talked about, premium audio, and new colors. Maybe they just have new colors. Maybe that's the main thing. The SE model features new design with the 10-spoke 16-inch aluminum wheels. SE gets 18-inch graphite colored aluminum wheels. Yeah, so you don't have a hybrid version on here. So that's essentially it with the updates. Here are some photos for you all of the Corolla. I like that color, actually. So they said they redesigned, or they gave it a new look on the front and rear end of the car. And yeah, it's a nice looking car for sure. My honest opinions, the Civics look better. So let me know what you all think of the new 2023 Toyota Corolla. Is this a vehicle that you would get? Is this not a vehicle you would get? What do you think of the new powertrains and the new EPA ratings in the hybrid versions? Yes, they lowered the price for the base version, but they upped the price on every other trim level. So it's just interesting. These Corollas, and I always compare them to the Civics, they're great vehicles. And to me, I would much, if I was getting a sedan, I would get a Corolla over a Camry. I would get a Civic over an Accord, right? You know, I'm not like a super big guy or anything like that. And these cars are now so spacious that you can, you know, comfortably drive in these vehicles and not feel cramped in them. It's crazy how over time cars just get bigger and bigger, even small sedans. But make sure you all subscribe once again. I'll talk to you all later.